Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good late evening, depending on where you're from. And we welcome all of our friends, both domestically and around the world. I'm Mike McCormick, and my wife, Linda McCormick, are joining you from Houston, Texas. And we have the privilege to talk to you about something that we're very passionate about. It's called Three, and it's also called the direct sales industry. And the two have married up to create an evening with us and with some of our guests tonight that hopefully 30 minutes from now, you'll be glad you tuned in and be glad you made some commitment to us tonight. We thank you for sharing your time with us. There's plenty of things you could have done with your evening, and thankfully you chose to spend some of it with us. Linda and I love the inspirational stories, the rags to riches stories of people who've pulled themselves up by their bootstraps and made some major change in their life through this industry. The single mom who's providing for her kids in a way she could have never possibly dreamed of. The fellow who's out of a job or down on his luck and was able to turn his life around through this industry. Those stories are so inspirational. But that's not our story. Unfortunately, we don't have anything that inspirational, but it's kind of inspirational in its own way, in the sense that I'm a civil trial attorney and I've been trying cases for the last, 30 years. And Linda's a scientist. She's the global director of medical affairs for a large pharmaceutical company. And we had lots of stuff. We live in a 9-bedroom, 8-bathroom house on a lake and all that stuff, got a boat in the dock and got, toys galore. And you've heard the phrase, he who dies with the most stuff wins. No, he who dies with the most stuff still dies. And we were marching along with 5 kids and a whole house full of stuff. And we weren't spending any time with the people we love and know and care about. And those people who know, love, and care about us, we're not getting to share that time together. And then I got hired to represent some people in this space. And through their example, some of whom you'll hear from tonight, we became kind of passionate about this and saw that this could be something really good for us too. And my wife, being a scientist, is naturally skeptical. Yeah. And I said, honey, what do you think? And she said, listen, we got 5 kids. We got 2 old folks living with her. Her parents were living with us. We got 3 dogs. One of them just had puppies. We got 9 puppies. We got 3 dogs, 9 puppies, 2 old folks, had an au pair living with us, and 5 kids. Let's start a business. That sounds like a great idea. No, she didn't say it that way. She actually poured over all of the scientific material and decided that particular opportunity was something that we could go with. Over time, the company that we were with got bought by another company. And as a result, we ended up somewhere that we didn't kind of select to be. And things weren't going in the direction that we thought they should. So we got a hold of some friends of ours and said, hey, let's lock arms and do something different. And that's what Three is. And so I'm going to share some slides with you tonight. And hopefully by the end of the night, you'll get with the person who invited you here. And hopefully you'll be able to say, gosh, that looks like something that I could be involved in. Because if it is, we're anxious to see you on the Three trail. So without further ado, let's just kind of launch right into it. What is Three? Well, Three is an entrepreneurial movement. I owned my own law firm for a really long time, 35 years. And so I knew about owning my business. And I, can run my own business. Well, my business can also run me. This is an entrepreneurial movement where we're trying to allow ourselves to reap the fruits of our labor by, as a team, making everybody that we surround ourselves with better. And it's kind of a whole different mindset than the mindset that I had in traditional business, because as a trial lawyer, there was a winner and there was a loser. And when I'd come out of the courtroom, I'd be spiking my briefcase and saying, all right, I'm all that. But I'd look across the courtroom and the person on the other side was having a pretty bad day. And then my client, though happy with the result, would be saying, I just got myself into a lot of legal debt. And the only person that really made out was the Scott McCormick college fund. He did okay. And that's a little bit different in this business. This business is predicated on the idea that if you help other people, you can become successful too, but only if you help other people. And so Three is a global community of entrepreneurs who are committed to helping other people, who are driven by purpose, by love, and by contribution. And that's hard for a lawyer to wrap his head around, because we don't, if you report to the Bar Association that I actually have a heart, they'll probably take my license.
So not true. He has the biggest heart of anyone.
No, don't tell. And so this industry allows us to achieve not monetary stuff, because we already achieved that. It allows us to achieve the stuff that's more important than the monetary stuff, the stuff that's compassion and passion, the stuff that in this case is healthy and in this case can allow you to make a little money. So if this is something tonight that you're interested in becoming a little healthier, 3 can provide that for you. If you want to make enough money to pay your car payment, 3 can help you with that. If you want to make enough money to pay your mortgage, 3 can probably help you with that. If you want to make enough money to pay your kids' college education, we got 5 kids, and this industry helped us do that, and I know 3 can help you do that too. If you want to replace your income, 3 can help you do that too. Now, if all of that's possible, it's just up to you. But if you want to die sick and broke, you're on the wrong Zoom. There's another Zoom coming out any day now. Get on that one, because dying sick and broke isn't what we're about. 3 was founded on 3 pillars: people, purpose, and platform. When it comes to people, we just married our daughter off just a month or 2 ago. And I was, how the dad gives the toast and all that. And I was getting ready to clank the glasses. And I wondered, what was the piece that was overcoming? Why was I so content that my daughter was marrying the right person? And it was because the way he treated his mom is a great indication of the way he'll treat our daughter. And that's what when it comes to the people, I really enjoy Kim Wee, and I really enjoy Lance and Tracy Smith. I really enjoy Colombo and Karen DiSalvatore. I enjoy Holly and Corbin Roush, and Samson Lee is an amazing guy. But what really gives me comfort to know that I'm in the right place is how they treat all their people. And 3 is founded on, first, people. Secondly, 3's purpose-driven, and our purpose is to build a global community that's concerned about the well-being, both financially and physically, of all those in our orbit. And then finally, 3's built on a platform that considers products, it considers an infrastructure. And that platform came to be, so to speak, through our collaboration with a guy named Daniel Piku. When the company that we were with wasn't going in the direction that we felt it needed to be, we kicked the tires on a lot of stuff. At one point, we were crazy enough to think that we might even start our own company with this group of people, some of whom I just named to you. And then we realized we need to stay in our lane. And when we met Daniel, we met a guy that's long on experience, long on drive, long on a lot of attributes. He's old enough to be savvy, yet young enough to be hungry and driven. And you find a person like that very rarely in life. And we were able to find Daniel. And because of Daniel's collaboration with all of us, he's wrapped his arms around us, and we've wrapped ours around him and his team, by the way, his team of Troy and Marta and others. I don't want to name them all because we'll get started naming and I'll leave somebody out. But he has an amazing team and have been able to engage in this pre-launch. You talk about ground floor opportunity. We're not quite to the ground floor yet. We're in the pre-launch. We don't even launch until May. And so if you're here tonight to kind of kick the tires on something yourself, I'd encourage you to consider the fact that we are way, way early on. And our mission is to provide people a platform so that these entrepreneurs that I talked about can lead this more purposeful life and do more and can be more, and we can enjoy ourselves together. I know that as a lawyer I was with the same firm for 35 years, and I can think of very few people, I can count on one hand the times I went to lunch or dinner with my partners. The people that I've named you in this business, we've been around the world with them. We've had wonderful times all over the world and vacationed with them, and I attended their weddings. We've gone to their graduations, and it's an amazing time and something that I think that you would be excited to be a part of. In the law biz, most of us are state confined, And I have a national practice in the sense that I go to a whole bunch of different states, but I didn't have any international business. And so 3 is in 12 separate markets around the world. And when you were in high school and they were teaching you high school history, you probably learned about the world history and the saying, the sun never sets on the British Empire. Well, that's because when the sun went down on one side of the world, you were over a British colony. It came up on the other side of the world, you were over another British colony. And the sun never sets on our business either. When we go to bed at night, there's somebody on the other side of the world that's building a nice big business with us, and it's seamless. So we have an international presence, and that's something that's just unheard of. Opening in 12 countries all at once, this company is doing that, and it's something that's pretty amazing to watch. And before I get to the science, because that's where my lovely bride comes in, and she's smarter than the average bear. But one of the things that's nice about this is that if you don't know anybody, for instance, in Canada, well, that's no big deal. I know Colombo and DiSalvatore, and they know people in Canada. If you don't know anybody in Australia, that's okay. I know Mike Beal and Larry Lane. They know a bunch of people in Australia. You can sponsor people in and have a global business, even if you don't know it. I grew up on a farm in Kansas. I didn't get on an airplane until I was 26 years old. And now with this business, we've flown around the world, and it's an amazing time. But the business wouldn't be a business worth doing if the science wasn't there, and if the science behind the products weren't there. And as a lawyer, I hire experts all the time. I pay them to say what I want to say. And if they don't say what I want to say, I'll cut that one off and go find another one. I'll pay them until I find somebody that says what they want to say. But we don't have to worry about that because we have a scientist in our midst, my lovely bride, and she's not paid by anybody. And she had to have all these products, had to pass the scratch and sniff test of Linda McCormick before she would lend her name to it. She's peer-reviewed in published journals from time to time. And if her name was associated with a product or an organization that wasn't legit, that would not be cool. So without further ado, I give to you my bride, Linda McCormick.
Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. And he's right. I mean, part of my world, my business is to vet the science of products that come across my desk and experts that actually talk about these products and push, their technology. So, the science here at 3 is top notch. And like he said, this is really the first time that I've been involved with a company where I am so 100% in with the science. I absolutely love it, but you don't have to be a scientist to talk about these products. It's pretty easy. We've made it pretty easy for you to follow. So 3 is the global leader in what's called bioavailable wellness products. We discover, develop, and deliver the most effective proactive wellness solutions guided by 3 pillars. Now, that proactive wellness solution is what really turns me on, because what I deal with is treating sick people. I treat sickness. It's too late, and what we're doing here is being proactive about our wellness and health. And that's what's really cool. And the way that these 3 pillars that this whole science, our science is guided by, are, first of all, exploration. And so the scientists here really do travel around the world, isolating and discovering new compounds from plants, and they put them into our formulations. And this isn't unfamiliar to me, because about 50% of the pharmaceuticals that are in the world today come from plants. So, it's a big deal for us to try to explore and get, these plants that are so healing. And at 3, we do that. And then the second pillar is curation. What is curation? Well, what does it mean to curate something? It really means to craft or to pick and choose, different phytonutrients. And that's what our scientists do. They really pick those different phytonutrients, macronutrients, micronutrients, probiotics, enzymes, and really, try to find products that are, unlike anything else on the planet. And what they do is they test and retest, and then they really just use the technology we have to find the best combination and formulation. And then finally, absorption. And this is really my favorite pillar, because this is what is really tough to do in pharmaceuticals. We spend a lot of time trying to make sure that our compounds are bioavailable, and it's done here at 3. And so, I mean, you can have the most bioactive, wonderful product in the planet, but if it's not absorbed, then it's not able to give you that benefit that you're looking for. So the absorption is so hugely important. And so this technology that Dr. Dan Bubler has actually spearheaded, this is what that technology that really helps these bioactive compounds just sink deep into that cell. And Dr. Dan is our chief scientific officer. And, he comes to us. When I've spoken with him, we've had, meetings together, and he's super impressive. I mean, he would pass my test any day for, when I vet experts, he's top notch. He has 15 years of cellular absorption formulation experience. And again, that's what I am all about in my world. So, and he's formulated over 70 nutritional supplements, and he's got 16 patents that are granted or pending. He's Caltech trained. Caltech is an amazing institution. It's top notch. They have more Nobel Prize scientists than any other institution. He's got a PhD in organic chemistry, which is huge when you're trying to develop health and wellness compounds. He's a health influencer. So he's got 90,000 TikTok followers, and his podcast is in the top 50 of all podcasts.
And Linda's kind of modest. Part of her job is to go through thought leaders and determine whether vet those thought leaders to determine whether their credentials are sufficient to allow them to speak for her large pharmaceutical company that she's the global director of.
Yeah.
And she did that with Dr. Dan.
Not just speak, but also do the research, have the knowledge behind what they're saying. And he does, and he blows me away. Whenever I talk to him, I'm humbled. So anyway, and he brought with him this whole scientific advisory board. And what's really cool about this advisory board, first of all, they're top scientists as well, every one of them, and they are volunteers. So they don't get paid. They're here because they understand and want to be a part of the vision of 3. They want to be part of this really cool technology that we have here at this company. And so what did they do? They really formed these compounds that are really about 6 pillars of wellness. So what they tried to do was figure out, where is the need? Where is the real need in the marketplace? What do we really need in order to function in our daily lives? And so we're going to go through the products, all 6 products. I'm going to try to be, fairly brief if I can, but it's super exciting, and it's hard for me not to go deeper into the science, but I'll try not to. So the first one we'll talk about is Vitalite. And what is it? It provides, it really provides superfood and a multivitamin complex and more. And it's everything actually that the body needs in order to perform kind of like a well-oiled machine. It's the foundation of our health. And so this is it's a must for each and every one of us in order to perform, for your body to be healthy. And it promotes heart, brain, and eye health. It supports the health of the gut microbiome. You've probably heard a lot about this microbiome, and it's really considered our second brain because it's so important. It's involved in all of the health processes and a lot of the disease processes as well. So it's super important for that gut microbiome to be healthy. And it also promotes cellular energy. And it does that by really turning on what's called the mitochondria in the cell, which is the power plant of the cell. That's where we get our energy, right? And some people will say, how much caffeine does this product have in it? And there's no caffeine in it because, you feel energized. You're wondering, is there caffeine in here? There's not. It just promotes our own cellular energy that's innate in our bodies. And second, collagen. And this is a really exciting product because you will see, effects pretty quickly with the collagen. We've had a lot of testimonials where pretty quickly you'll start seeing the effects. And it's another need, right? So collagen is a really important substance in our body, and we lose it after the age of 30. It starts going down. And so, we do need to supplement this, right? And it's important for structure. It's important for youthful looking skin, vibrant, youthful looking skin. And skin is actually the largest organ in our body. So it's really important for it to be healthy. It delivers 5 grams of highly bioavailable marine collagen that's really pure and pristine. And what makes a difference in this product is the phytonutrients that are formulated in order to allow the body to have the ability to produce its own natural collagen. So you take it for 10 days, and then you don't take it for 20 days. And that allows these phytonutrients to work and enhance and produce the body's own ability to make collagen. And again, it supports healthy skin, but also hair and nails, and again, a healthy immune response and the joints, which are all important for the structure of our body.
You wouldn't know this, but Linda's 83 years old and she's been on the product for just a week. And look at her, she's changed completely.
Oh, so Eternal, this one, Mike loves this product.
Tastes great.
I have to keep him from taking more than
I take 3 a day. They're awesome, one with every meal.
They
it's
taste
fabulous.
Really good. So the collagen and the Eternal both taste really good. And why did they develop Eternal? And it's because we need protection. And they, the scientists realize that we need protection from the environment. It's just the world we live in these days, and it's our bodies are constantly under attack. We need that shield of protection against pollution, the UV damage, radiation, our poor diets, our lack of exercise. And so what we have in this product is 200 milligrams of highly bioavailable resveratrol. And, most of the other products on the market, they'll be like 20 milligrams, 60 milligrams, maybe 80. And resveratrol is really not that bioavailable. It's about 20% bioavailable, but not this resveratrol, because this, of course, uses the technology that we have here at 3 and allows that resveratrol to be over 90% bioavailable. So you've got 200 milligrams of over 90% bioavailable resveratrol. It protects and supports cells from damage and premature aging. So it's anti-aging, and it promotes cellular health and longevity. You've heard so much about longevity. And we know that there's populations of folks that are in different parts of the world that have high resveratrol in their diets, and they live longer. And it also works to neutralize free radicals. And it does deliver those phytonutrients that actually protect us against things like UV damage. And then next we have Revive.
I like Revive a lot. I get on my mountain bike every day, and when I come back and take Revive, my joints don't hurt nearly as bad. And at my age, I have a lot of joint issues. So this is a fabulous product.
Yeah. And this is, people walk around all the time with acute and chronic inflammation. It's, maintaining that good inflammatory status in the body is so important for our health. So what this product does is it supports the healthy joints. It eases muscle stiffness, and that some inflammation is good, but too much is bad. So it's about the balance, and that's what this product does. And it promotes exercise recovery. So we can exercise, we can be active, and that's what we want to do, right? And it's important for our health to be active. Folks that don't get the exercise, that aren't able to be active, everything starts to go downhill, from heart health and everything. So it's important that we're active. And this product allows us to do that. And again, it counteracts the effects of free radicals, just an added bonus. So, and then the next we have Purify. And this one is, I love this product, because what does our body need? It needs a clean environment in order to function. And so that's what this product does. It detoxifies and cleanses 5 organs, all in one product. Normally you'd have to take like a liver detox, and I don't even think there are any of the detoxes for some of these others, but it does all 5 organs: the liver, lungs, colon, kidneys, and skin. And it also supports the body's elimination organs to remove toxins. And because it has that ability to do that, it helps increase nutrient absorption. If your body is full of toxins, which we normally they slowly, accumulate in our body over time, just from the environment or even from the body's normal inflammation, chemical reactions that are going on. And we have to do that. In order to continue to absorb nutrients, we have to detox. And it also helps support a healthy weight, because we can't have a healthy weight if the organs aren't working correctly. And so those phytonutrients that are included in the Purify, they bind those heavy metal toxins and remove them from the body.
And even though it detoxifies and cleanses the organ, the colon, it's not one of those things you're going to be tethered to the toilet for. If you take it, it doesn't affect you that way at all. You'll really love it.
Anyway, okay, so, and this one is the immune product. And of course, what do we need? We all need a healthy immune system, especially these days. And for me, I travel quite a bit. I'm in airplanes all the time. I'm in, different environments, different cultures, different new bacteria and viruses that my body's not used to. And so I need my immune system strengthened. And that's exactly what this does. This is a product that will strengthen the immune system. It promotes the health of the innate and the adaptive immune system. So the innate system is the one you're kind of born with. It's what's naturally occurring in your body. And the adaptive immune system is the one that adapts itself to kind of like recognize foreign invaders, no matter where you are and what you're facing. So, and it does support that body's healthy immune response. And an added bonus, it enhances the gut microbiome. And we know that 80% of the immune system is in the gut. So how important is that to support that gut microbiome? And also, just FYI, 3 is actually filing a patent on the technology that's involved in this product. So that's kind of an added. And just FYI, all 3 products are in what's called, all of our 3 products, which is 6 products, are in the PDR. And the PDR is prescribing, it's called the Prescriber Digital Reference, or the Physician's Desk Reference, it used to be called. And this is a kind of like a Bible for physicians to be able to get to look up how to use products, what they are, kind of like the label of the products. And it's got a lot of pharmaceutical products in there and a select few nutraceuticals. And we've got all 6 of our 3 products in the PDR. So that's a huge deal. And so we kind of like to look at it like, it's our house, it's our home. That's what our approach to proactive wellness. So making sure that we are proactive, treating it before we get sick, right? And so how do we do that? Vitalite, you can see there, is the foundation of the home. Immune is our protector. So it's our guard dog. Purify is the detox, takes the trash out. Collagen is the structure, right? So it's the walls of the home, protecting our structure. And Eternel is the roof, a nice roof to have over us to protect us from the elements. And then Revive, it's what makes us a smart home. It's kind of like that energy efficient home that we have. So that's our, and so products are important, and people are important. But wow, what else? Those products will make for a long-term company, right? But so does the financial rewards, and that's what we're here to talk about too.
We want to tell you, and I told you we'd try to keep this to about 30 minutes, and we're going a little late, but we're going to go through this pretty quickly. And I hope it's not drinking out of a fire hose to you, but this is an important component of it, because we try products and we share them with other people, but we're never compensated for that. In this business, we can share products with other people and tell them our results and let them experience their own results, and then you can make a little bit of money along the way. And so there are 8 ways to make money in this business. Unlike the law business, there's contingency fees and hourly fees. And in this business, there's 8 different ways to make money. There's retail sales commission, customer acquisition bonuses, product introductory bonuses, team commissions, leadership matching bonuses, global leadership pool, founders leadership pool, and rank advancement bonuses. And those, we'll go through each of those briefly in just a second. So we'll start off with the retail commissions. A retail commission is basically if a person goes to your site and they click on and they order product at retail and they didn't pay a $30 fee to have the privilege of doing that, they pay for retail and you get 25% of that retail price. And the thing that's cool about that, and one of the things that's cool about it, is that you get that in your e-wallet the very next day. It's paid daily. So that's kind of an amazing component. I don't know of any company that does that. There's the preferred customer acquisition bonus, and that's sort of like the Costco concept. You pay $30 and you get to buy the product at wholesale. If you have preferred customers, the thing that's beneficial to you is you get 30% of their CV as your customer acquisition bonus. So that's kind of a cool additional way to make money. The product introductory bonuses, we consider that you typically have people that sign in on or become part of this on some sort of pre-designated package. And so there's an intro pack, and it costs about $200, and it gives you a $25 product acquisition bonus. And the bigger the pack, the more impactful the bonus is. So the premium pack is it's a decent mid-range pack to get. You have five of the one of each of the 6 products, and you get $100 product introduction bonus. The business builder pack, that's somebody who says, by gosh, I'm going to make this into a business. I'm not just going to try to pay for my product. I'm going to try to pay for some stuff. I'm going to try to make my car payment or my mortgage payment or help out with the kids' college. I'm going to get serious enough about this business, and my business builder pack, I'm going to pay $1,360 for it. And guess what? The person that you sponsor in on a business builders pack gives you a $245 per product introduction bonus. And finally, it's the founder pack, and these are only available for a limited time. And so when we sell our first 20,000 of those things will be gone, and then you won't be able to get it. The thing about the founders pack is it has a ton of benefits in addition to the $350 product introduction bonus. And we'll talk about those too. Team commissions are kind of like the secret sauce. I look at this as kind of like my State Farm agent. 25 years ago, my State Farm agent sold me a package of insurance policies. And for that sale made 25 years ago, I've been on the auto ship equivalent in the insurance business. They withdraw money out of my bank account every month, and every month he makes a commission. Team commissions are that way too. If people get on the product and they stay on the product and you're qualified for team commissions, you get a check every week from all the product that the people that have bought products through you have. It's a global compensation plan, and it's seamless. You don't have to restart every time you go to a different country. You earn commissionable volume infinitely deep. It goes all the way to the last person in the tree that you earn money, you're capable of earning money off of. You can, if you become a qualified brand ambassador, you would sponsor somebody in your left leg and somebody in your right leg. And taking the L's out of it, let's personalize it a little bit. Let's say I'm Mike and I sponsor Linda, and Linda sponsors, I can't sponsor my wife, but if I sponsor Karen, and Karen sponsors John in her right leg and Larry in her left leg, all of a sudden Karen is a qualified brand ambassador. As long as she keeps ordering 60 commissionable volume points a month, she'll continue to be a qualified brand ambassador. For her to earn team commissions, she has to have sufficient CV on one side and the other to equate to 600 points on one side and 300 points on the other. As soon as those volumes accumulate, she gets paid $35. Now, let's say that Karen sponsored in Mike on a founders pack. Well, that's 850 points of volume right there. So she's already got the 600 piece taken care of. And she sponsors Larry on a founders pack as well. Well, there's another 850 points of volume. Well, 300 twice, there's 2 cycles that Karen just got. That's $75. We have something that we'll talk about here in a little bit called the Happy 10 that will allow her to actually bump those cycles from $35 to $45. But when the commissionable volume is paid in a cycle form, there's spillover volume, extra volume that she didn't need, not enough to make a cycle, a third cycle, but it's available for the next week. So that next week when she sponsors somebody else in, then that spillover volume could accumulate and allow her to create cycles the very next week. And that's a big deal. That's why it's called a non-flushing binary program. And as her team builds on the left side and the right side, she gets more and more cycles. Now, the Happy 10 is an accumulation of, we try to reward behavior in the comp plan in a way that encourages us to have a strong building and a business. And to have a strong business, you want customers. And so if we have a combination of preferred customers and brand ambassadors that equate to a total number of 10, then we enhance the bonuses. So instead of a $35 cycle, it'll be a $45 cycle. There's a cap if you're not the Happy 10. If you don't have a Happy 10 group, there's a cap of 500 cycles per week, which amounts to $17,000 a week, which is pretty darn good money, that you're capped at that. If you have the Happy 10 in place, you're capped at 600 cycles a week, which is $27,000 a week. $27,000 a week is a pretty darn good chunk. And that's something that you can achieve if you keep your Happy 10 in place. The leadership matching bonus is my favorite part of the pay plan. And it is the part of the pay plan that rewards us for for our ability to help other people be successful. And you get a higher reward at each rank. So at 1 star, you get a 20% rank. But if you have your Happy 10, they up that to 30%. If you're a 2-star, and you'll talk to the person who invited you out of how to become a 2-star and how to become a 3-star and how to become a 4-star and so forth. But you get 30% for your first level, 15% for your second level, 10% for your third, 5% for your fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh level. So it goes 7 levels deep that you get 30% of the cycles of the people that you personally sponsor into the business and the people that they sponsor into the business. It's a wonderful reward in a pay plan. And I don't know of any company that's as generous as we are. The 6th way to earn money in this business is the Global Leadership Pool. And the Global Leadership Pool is available to 4-star directors and above. And they have to be on 120 PV in order to be active for that. But they get 3% of the total global commissionable volume, and it's based on shares. You get the 1 share for every 1,000 points of volume that you have in your group, and that allows you to share at a proportionate rate with everyone else in that business. The 7th way is the Founders Bonus Pool. If you buy in on a Founders Pack, you get to participate in the Founders Bonus Pool, and it's another 2% of the global commissionable volume. And again, 1,000 PGV, you get 1 share, you proportionately share in that. And so finally, there's the rank advance bonuses. And the rank advance bonuses are paid in reward certificates as you become a 1-star, a 2-star, a 3-star, and a 4-star. And reward, or a 1-star and a 2-star rather, reward certificates allow you to buy product. Then when you become a 3-star and a 3-star elite, those reward certificates are tokens, and the tokens are given to you and allow you to not only buy product but help other people get them sponsored into the business as well. And then there's cash bonuses when you become a gold diamond, a crown diamond, and a royal crown diamond, anywhere from $50,000 to $250,000 in a cash bonus, a check that's green cash and written right to you. So there are 3 ways to get started. You can get started as a retail customer, a preferred customer, or a distributor. And those 3 ways have varying degrees of benefits, but we've gone a little over, so I'm going to try to advance right to the things that we need to have you leave this with tonight. And when you leave this, choose a package that suits your needs. There's an introductory pack, a premium pack, a business builder pack, and the founders pack. Strongly urge you, if you're serious about building this as a business, to get a business builders pack or a founders pack. Strongly urge you to get a founders pack while it's available so you can participate in that founders bonus pool. The introductory pack has a collection of products that the person who got here, who invited you here, can share with you and give you the details of. Same with the premium pack, the builder pack, and the founders pack. Those are all available for a limited time only. Right now, we are in the first phase of the 4 phases of growth. The 4 phases of growth in this business are formulation, concentration, momentum, and stability. We're in the formulation side. This is the ground floor of the ground floor. And now is a chance for you to get your business started before you hit the momentum phase. And that's where most of the money is made in this business, when you're in momentum. And we're not there yet. This is before that. So you are in on the ground floor. So finally, this is a collection of people. It's a people business. It's not about victories. It's not about sales necessarily. It's about helping other people be successful. So if you're with somebody, and if somebody invited you to this, and I don't know what you had going tonight, you could have done a lot of things with your time tonight. But if you're here because you think that your tomorrow could be a little bit better than your yesterday, then get with the person that brought you here and have them share with you kind of the way to get going in this business, to lock arms and join all the rest of us. And speaking of joining all the rest of us, we have the opportunity to join with some folks tonight who will tell you their experience. I'd first like to introduce you to a new person in the business. This is Sandi Wilson. Sandi Wilson's out of Maricopa County, Arizona, and she worked in the Department of Health there, I believe, and she has an amazing story she'd like to share with you all.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. So my name's Sandi Wilson. I am brand new to direct marketing. I'm a retired government executive from Maricopa County. Maricopa County is in Phoenix, Arizona, fourth largest county in the nation. So I had a very stressful job. I was a deputy county manager. I had correctional health, public health, and also human resources, as well as some other departments. But I spent a lot of time doing wellness for our employees, for our public at large, as well as the patients we had in correctional health. And so I retired several years ago, and I've been looking for an opportunity to do something with healthcare, with wellness, that kind of thing. And a very dear friend of mine, Gary Wharton, introduced me to Three in the pre-launch stage. So I'm really lucky that I got to come in very, very early. And I am so excited about this opportunity for a couple of reasons. And obviously, Mike and Linda have talked about a lot of them. But the one thing I want to mention is I think the leadership in this corporation is just incredible. I haven't ever been involved in an organization that is so supportive, so passionate about what they're doing, and they want so badly to help others. And that just draws me in. I'm just really miss helping my employees. And I think if I can build a team of entrepreneurs here, I'll be able to do that again. So I'm just very excited. But I also wanted to share with you the fact that I've been using the products and just for a little bit over 2 weeks. And I've seen some big changes in myself. So I'm just want to thank everybody who are leaders on this team. My vision for myself is to become financially independent and to help others to do that and to just get the community healthy. I mean, I think everybody could use these products. I am just so amazed by them. So.
Thank you so much, Sandi. You're doing great. And if you get a chance to get to the website and you can look at Sandi's before and after pictures with the collagen, it's truly amazing. Two people that we've become very, very friendly with over the years is Karen and Colombo DiSalvatore out of Connecticut. They've made a career out of this business. Their hearts are as big as Dallas. They've got a wonderful family, and they're people that we've become terrific friends and been able to travel the world with. So without further ado, I give to you, Colombo and Karen DiSalvatore. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Mike and Linda. Great job tonight. And thank you, Sandi. Sandi, who is just getting started in the industry, we're at the other end of the spectrum. Karen and I have been involved in this industry now for 46 years, most of our adult life, and we've made a career of this. We're excited about it. We bumped into this opportunity by accident. A perfect stranger talked to me about this opportunity. Karen and I were literally working around the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, doing about 15 different things. And we had our first baby coming, and I had promised Karen she could stay home as a full-time mother when we started having the babies. And sure enough, we started having the babies, and she was bringing in about 60% of our income, and I hadn't figured that out. And like I said, a perfect stranger introduced this opportunity to us, and we just hit the ground running. And the thing he told me about this was, the harder you work, the more money you make. And if you're not happy with what you're making, work harder and you'll make more. And that's what we did. And in less than 2 years, we replaced Karen's income. She's been a full-time mom and now a full-time grandmom. And in a few months, she's going to be a full-time great-grandmom. So we're excited about the opportunity. And I want to let Karen finish up here.
Thanks, honey. Thanks, Mike and Linda. Great job, Sandi. We're so excited, truly. This has been our career for many, many years. So why did we choose Three? Well, we chose Three because of our association with great leaders as Mike and Linda, Lance and Tracy. We admired Kim Wee from afar, and now we get to sort of know her. We haven't even seen her in person, but I can't wait to give her a big hug. And Samson Lee. And with that leadership comes integrity and trust and a vision. I love the vision of this company. It's new, but it comes collaborated with a lot of experience in leadership with the company. We didn't even know what it was, the company or the products. We truly jumped in on faith in the pre-launch with this leadership because we loved them and we trusted them. So as it unwound and we learned more about the CEO, more about some of the products coming, we didn't know a lot about them. Linda, you did a great job tonight on these products. It all just came together. So we got to meet Daniel Kaku on Zoom, of course, and Dr. Dan. We can't wait to meet them in person when we go for the actual launch out in Salt Lake City. So we came on board because of that. And this just gets better and better. And we just got our founders kit about 6 days ago, and we've been taking all the products and we feel them. I can remember we put in a message through Tracy, Lance and Tracy sent it off to Dr. Dan. And, we had some questions about, what about this? What about that? He said, what you're going to do because of the absorption, when you can consume these products, you are going to feel these products and you are going to be very happy. Now, that might not sound very scientific, but that's exactly what has happened to us. In just 6 days, we can feel stronger or more energy. We sleep great. There's a lot of things that are happening. I'm trying to document them all, as well as that collagen is kind of pretty cool. I've got some before pictures going. So we think the products are great and we have a heart for others. So that's what we want. We want to run and build and share this great opportunity with all the things that it brings and help others chase their dreams. We love doing it. It's in our DNA. So join us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karen and Colombo. And helping others is the foundation for how I met the next guest. Tanya Pekeski and I traveled to Brazil together for a charitable week, and it was wonderful. Some of the greatest most memorable and heartwarming times that I've had in my life were shared with Tanya that week we spent in Brazil. And so without further ado, we'll expand our collection of guests tonight to the international side and from Ontario, Canada. Talk to us, Tanya.
Well, thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here with all these amazing people. And yeah, I have been in this industry for about 15 years. Prior to network marketing, I was a youth care worker. So I went to school to work with kids with disabilities and kids at high risk. Had a government job, thought I had that security. It was a union job. And, things weren't going so great for me 15 years ago. I share my story that I did struggle with depression, and there was a lot of government cutbacks. There just wasn't the fulfillment that I once had in the job I was doing. I didn't know about network marketing. Truly, it wasn't something that I was out there looking for. It truly found me. And I have so much gratitude here today. 15 years later, it's changed everything about my life, my children's life. I've been able to help others achieve the same goals. And, one of the things I love about being a part of 3, again, I just feel like I've hit the jackpot being here with this company and these products. But it's the mission statement. I love, you shared earlier, and when I read that this was our mission about inspiring people to live a life of purpose, to live more, be more, do more, that truly has been my experience over 15 years. And I know we're just getting started here, but it really did take the blinders off that I had on my eyes and really lifted that low ceiling that I had. I didn't realize that there was a place that I could do more. And again, I just love, I've done a lot of nonprofit work, and I work with children with disabilities. And I have to say, this truly is a place where I have more fulfillment. And again, it's because there's so many different solutions and it just serves so many people. There's no demographic. It's for everybody globally. And again, the fulfillment is just incredible. So I'm so grateful to be here. Like I said, the products are amazing. My husband was just asked if he takes Botox after being on that collagen, and he doesn't. He's just on the collagen. Again, I'm just so grateful to be here with these incredible people. And I just want to, end off by saying, if you're like me 15 years ago, like I said, I didn't know this existed. I didn't know there was a place that you can really change your situation. Please just, keep looking, keep talking to the people that brought you here, because again, you'll be so surprised at all the things that are offered and all the things that come along with what we do here. So thank you so much for having me on.
Thanks for coming all the way from up north to join us tonight. Linda and I don't stand for a lot of the things or the examples that a lot of people have in this industry, but there's one thing that I think we do stand for and we exemplify, and that is the ability to be successful in this business while squeezing it into the cracks and crevices of your day. We both have jobs. We both we like our jobs. We both are professionals, but we both have achieved a lot because we were self-disciplined, and we like the people, and we enjoy the money, of course, and the products are outstanding. So if that's something that appeals to you, if you can see yourself making your tomorrow a little bit better than your yesterday with 3, get with the one who invited you to this tonight and enjoy the time you spend with them, and work out a plan in order to allow you to achieve all the goals and dreams that you want to achieve. So thanks for sharing your evening tonight. I'm sorry we went a little over, but maybe they'll give us another chance and we can shorten it up. Y'all have a great evening.
Thank you.